Divinely grateful risings, y'all. How are y'all doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day. I did. I started it with the peppermint in my mouth, didn't it? And did. Y'all, don't judge me, okay? I love me a peppermint. And I be forgetting because I usually always have one. I be forgetting and I be starting. Anyway, what y'all was doing? Happy Resurrection Day. Happy Resurrection Day. If you declare that Jesus is Lord and you believe in your heart that he died, was buried, and was raised again on the third day, you will be saved. Today, the Lord gave me that scripture. It was Romans 10:9. Of course, as we're celebrating Resurrection Day today, I hope y'all are doing well. Happy Easter to everyone. Whatever you celebrate, I don't knock anybody. Whatever you celebrate in your spirituals, okay? So happy Easter, happy Resurrection Day. He is risen. Okay, so I hope y'all are doing well, and that today is going fantastic for you. I ain't had no Easter eggs, y'all. I ain't had no Easter eggs, but that's okay. We're gonna have some Easter eggs next year. So welcome to Sunday Spirituality, y'all. Come on, alignment. We received that Matthew 6:33. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. We'll keep that. Hello, honey bunny. Hey, Amanda. Now, what you guys doing? Y'all know what it dooski booski. When you come in, like the live, share the love. I hope y'all are having a fantastic weekend. Today is a beautiful and amazing day, y'all. Great and amazing things are going to happen for us today. I got some I want to share with y'all that I kind of been having to sit on. Look, we talking about alignment because this is the begin. Come on, Lord, we received that Matthew 6:33, right? We received this as the overall word for this message, okay? Because we starting a brand new week tomorrow. We're starting a brand new month. Spring is in high gear. We received this, okay? So we are definitely trying to stay in alignment with the Lord's will and purpose for our life. Y'all know that's my absolute favorite scripture because of the personal, how it relates to my personal number 336. And so that is my scripture that I maintain it. Okay, I maintain it. Hello, dearest one. Happy Resurrection Day. Happy Resurrection Sunday. Y'all like the live, share the love. When you come in, drop something in the chat that you're grateful for today. I hope that y'all have had a fantastic day. I had to think about it, child. I was like, Lord, where was I last Easter? Where was I last Easter Sunday? And I was in Dallas last year. I was in Dallas for Easter Sunday. I went to the Potter's house. I was at the Potter's house on last Easter Sunday for their Easter celebration show. Shout out to the Potter's house. That's where I actually spent last Easter, y'all. It was my first time, so it was a beautiful thing. So I am grateful. I'm grateful, y'all. We gonna tap in with Spirit and them today. David, they ain't gonna cut up too bad. They ain't gonna cut up too bad. I do have something I'm gonna share with y'all. I had to sit on it, right? I really couldn't say anything until it kind of was official. And so y'all know the Lord has me on a whole new journey. I told y'all he gave me my marching orders last week, right? And so a lot of it is kind of falling into place. Everything is still not all the way done, but I do know the direction that I'm going in. So I'm like, OMG. So I'm gonna share that with y'all because I kind of like things are, come on, P4 Vin. Things are really starting to move forward and progress. I got a lot that's going on. I really have a lot that I'm trying to get done and accomplished all at one time. I had a moment. I was thinking about that last night. I was like, Lord, come on, chosen one. I was like, Daddy, that's a lot. That's a lot. But it's okay because we are in alignment with the assignment and the will and the purpose that the Lord has for us. So we finna see what's going on this week, y'all. It's a brand new week. Y'all make sure that you coming at this week with gratitude. I had a purging session today. And over the last week, really just purging and releasing the stuff that I'm not taking into this new season with me. This is like really the beginning of the year, right? If you not going by the Gregorian calendar, y'all just said, not going by that. Like this really is the energetic new year. And so I received that. I'm in alignment with new beginnings. Amanda said, today I'm grateful for forgiveness, period. Thank you, Lord, for salvation. Today is an important day, right? especially if you celebrate the faith. If you look, they not the way, they called it the way, because of course that's what they, y'all, so not the way. If you are a believer, let me put it like that. So it's been for me, it's been just a lot of connection, which Sundays usually are. But we finna see what's going on this week. We're gonna do 7 cards, 7 days. This will be the one day that I really just pull cards and see what's going on and get wisdom from that. Y'all know that throughout the week on the message, I'm just giving the message and I already know what we're talking about tomorrow. So y'all make sure y'all tune in, turn your notifications on. And I might, let me just tell y'all, my schedule is changing, y'all. My schedule is changing because I'm getting ready to embark on a new adventure, like I told y'all. If you follow me on Facebook, you may have already seen this, or Instagram. I think I posted it on Facebook and Instagram. The Lord has me on assignment, y'all. So I didn't understand why he was moving me around and doing certain things, but long story short, when you don't know something, when you're trying to do something and it's in alignment, right? The whole thing is about alignment. We're going to be, that's what we're going to be, clearly what we're going to be talking about today. And being in alignment with the purpose and will for your life, what it is the Lord has called you to do, what it is that is a part of your destiny, whatever this next step is. And so for me, the Lord been giving me those instructions over the last couple of weeks. And so he kind of finalized it. Thursday, Friday, it really, everything kind of happened like really quickly. So some of y'all might be experiencing things happening rapidly. But it's all in alignment, and it may just seem like, wait, where did this come from? So needless to say, y'all, OMG, y'all send some prayers up for me. Okay, just send some prayers up, because when you don't know something and you have something that you have to accomplish, y'all, I don't know anything about business. I don't know about a lot of the things that the Lord is calling me to do. And so when you don't know something, you got to go learn. So OMG, I'm going back to school, y'all. I'm going back to school, in addition to everything else that I'm doing, and still creating the businesses and the things that I need to know. So now he's added that as a necessary step and element for me to get some things done. So I'm actually going back to school. So that's just it, y'all. That's just it. We have to be obedient and do what the Lord is asking us to do. It's something that I looked into. It's crazy, y'all, because when I moved to California 7 years ago, at the beginning of that cycle, my plan was to go to school, and I looked into it, but got sidetracked, got distracted, and so didn't end up doing that. So of course I went through this 7-year cycle. So when we say like the Lord really will send you back to where you picked up, where you left off, he really will. So my plan was to go to school then back in 2017, and I didn't do it. So now I'm going backward. It's not going backwards. I'm just going back to something that he had already told me and instructed me to do. And so this time I won't get sidetracked, because I really do have tunnel vision. I really am very focused on what he is asking me to do. So a part of my alignment is sitting with the Lord and letting him lead, guide, and direct me. And child, got to go back to school, because there are things that I need to know. There are things I need to accomplish, and I got to go get educated. Okay, so alignment, right? Alignment. Come on, 933. What's at the bottom of the deck? Power, solar plexus chakra. So I'm gonna do it, y'all. I said, OMG, y'all, this will be my 3rd time going to college. Can we just say that this is my 3rd time going to college? I went to college straight out of high school. I went to nursing school because I was an LPN before I was an RN. And so this will be my 3rd time going to college. And I was like, OMG. I said, baby, I am not no little, because I was 17 when I started college the first time. I say, well, I was like, y'all pray for me. Just pray for me in advance, okay? Because I was like, OMG, but I receive it. I'm not, it is what it is. Nervous and excited. You know how you want to do something, but at the same time, you're like, OMG, I can't believe it. But yeah, so that is definitely happening. I got the Eight of Wands. Got to go learn what I need to learn. So I'm grateful for that, and definitely grateful for forgiveness. That's something the Lord been talking to me a lot over the weekend. Just like you had to forgive yourself, right? We have to forgive ourselves for things that, like how we take detours and we take the scenic route and how we have to learn some things as we're going through our wilderness journeys, as we're going through our journey, period. Not even just the wilderness. Like, we have to have some experiences so we don't repeat them, okay? So we don't repeat them. So just saying, I'm grateful for new beginnings. The good thing about it is school ain't never been an issue for me. I've always done really well in high school and college. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see where this is going to go. I feel like it's just a stepping stone. It's just the beginning. So we'll see where it goes. All to do it. Let's get to it. Okay, so we talking about divine alignment to this today. Clearly, the seek ye first the kingdom. Put the Lord first in everything that you're doing, everything that you're moving into. Which I said. I know, child, they look, Spirit and them been on it. I spent, I think, about 3 hours last night just chopping it up with them and just rehashing stuff and letting go of stuff and purging. I did a purge page today. I don't know if y'all have ever done this. I literally just sat, I was sitting here and I kind of was, the energy was a little weird this morning. So I just started writing down some things. Which one? This one? We received that. 6 of Wands, victory and success. I'm telling you right now, we are stepping into the month of April with all new energy, all new beginnings. We are expecting victory. We are expecting success. We are expecting promotion. We are expecting elevation. So I received the 6 of Wands coming out for today. Alignment, okay? That was number 6, life path. And so I ended up just writing a bunch of stuff down, and I ended up burning the page because I don't go back and reread. If I need to release some energy, you can write it down, you can speak it, and then I burned it and released it and let it go. If you're going to do that, if you're going to do a purge page, then just make sure that you're safe, okay? Just make sure that you're safe. What else? I'm going to keep that one upside face up, but I'm going to put the rest of them face down. Let's see, what else is going on for this week? Y'all, like the live, share love. Let's see what's happening. It's a lot going on. I feel like I'm gonna be really busy tomorrow, but I receive it. I'm not even mad, y'all. I feel like it's a lot that I got to get accomplished. But I receive it, okay? Who's that? Hey, Nisa Booski, what you guys doing? Y'all, like the live, share the love. Drop something in the chat you're grateful for. What you said, y'all? Yeah, it's definitely, Spirit and them definitely bringing in some new beginnings. They're bringing in assistance. And also, just so y'all know, like, bringing in new ways of doing things. So some of you, they may be calling you to experiment and really, like, shift some things up. We can't go into this season doing the same thing. 266, they even told, like, even me, I've been just experimenting and trying things. So I ain't gonna lie, my mama and them has not been playing the radio. You got a little attitude, though, mama. You did. You had got a little attitude. Why y'all keep trying to knock that off? It was a little bit. Because them folks was getting on your spirituals. I know it. Child, my mama had got some bass in her spirituals yesterday. She said, these folks better quit playing with her. She don't play the radio. Okay, she really don't. So I was like, oh, Lord. Because she was like, because we re-releasing y'all and we're letting go. Told y'all, she ain't playing around with the enemy. She's not in this season. They Spirit them and not playing. What y'all said? Baby, they meant that. This is what y'all say, all love it. Child, they not finna play around with folks no more. We got things we got to accomplish, and we have victory and success on the horizon, okay? So believe that. Hello, Jared. Happy Easter. Y'all come in. Like the live, share the love. Y'all, I got the car on because I've been up here trying to get some stuff done, child, and I ain't had no air conditioning. Nothing. I ain't had nothing. And then I looked up and my phone was dead. What y'all said? They know y'all don't get to come out. Y'all seen that? Y'all know I got a peppermint in my mouth. I'm trying to, because I be forgetting. Don't do that. Y'all don't come up here. Now, let me just, uno momento. Okay? Hold on. Let me get some straightening spirituals real quick. Every time y'all get ready to come back out, every time Padre God say, okay, now that we done got something, we done got the mess. Every time y'all get ready to come back out, y'all got to come. Y'all be ready to show out. They can't see y'all. They only see me talking to y'all. I'm just saying. Well, I just was saying, They be excited, y'all. They be excited because when Patrick God got to learn me something, he make them sit down and take a back seat, right? He make me sit. He starts working with me directly, and so they don't be saying a whole lot. They don't be talking. So when they get to come back outside, Patrick, they be excited, cause y'all do. Well, he be letting y'all come out, but when he got to learn me something, y'all got to wait, child. A mess. Okay, let's see what else is happening. Let's see what's going on this week, what we need to know about. Child, I'm not finna play with y'all. Okay. Y'all, they've been on it. I think I had like I said, I was like talking to them for about 3 hours last night. It was just a long conversation. Then my daughter called in the middle of the conversation. So, let's see. Oh, Mr. Telephone Man. Let's see what... Wait a minute. Y'all ain't have to get no... Y'all ain't have to throw them no. What's at the bottom of the deck? The child. Told y'all. Didn't I just say my mama ain't playing the radio? She meant what she said now. Eyeglasses, the dice. Okay. Let's see what's happening. All to do it. Let's get to it. Y'all, like the live, share the love. We have the 6 of Wands that came out. Ooh, come on, period. Clarified by the dynamite. Okay, dynamite that is coming in. Excitement, exciting new beginnings. This is action, energetic, a catalyst for change. So whatever, Leo energy, so whatever changes you're making, whatever you're doing, whatever you're implementing, it feels like it's explosive. Like some of y'all, it feels like you just finna come out the gate. Like it's almost like like being hidden. I don't know if Padre Garden had you hidden for a time, or I don't know. It's, oh, that's what y'all was talking about. It's like there's a few, they just had a fuse that's been lit. There's something that you have, maybe like the beginning of something. They just said like a powder keg. So it's almost like dynamite, explosive. Maybe this is your energy, period. How you feeling about stepping into April, right? As well, we should be. Message, stepping into April with new energy, excited about what's getting ready to come up for you. Some of y'all, this could be something explosive. It's like a blast from the past. I don't feel like we're really revisiting anything from the past. I feel like the Lord has literally, anything that needed to be removed, anything that needed to go, it's a wrap. Period. It's a wrap. Because we can't take that old energy, we can't take those things into these new beginnings. Only focusing on the things, child, that are in alignment with our assignment. Now, what they also just said is there may be some things like, because they've been talking to me, because I told y'all last week when the Lord was like, okay, we're not going to do the full spreads during the week. We're going to save it for the weekend. They're talking about revamping things. So it's not that you're completely getting rid of everything that you always do, but you have to find a different way to make sure that you are switching up the energy, right? And for some of you, just the fact that you're doing things differently is actually going to help you to create progress and gain momentum. And it's like you finna blow up, right? Because you're doing things differently. You're willing to make changes in order to, for some of you, this may be like at a job. Maybe you're having to work with other people that you wouldn't have really wanted to work with, or wouldn't have had the opportunity to work with had you not changed something up. They just said for some of y'all, you're not as available to, like, you're not making yourself as available. I don't know. So something about you not making yourself as available, and it's going to be significant for you this week as well. I feel like there may be something also for some of y'all, something unexpected. With this dynamite, there may be an unexpected opportunity. The dynamite and the 6 of Wands, something to blow up, but it's in alignment with whatever the Lord has told you to do. So, period, we receive it, okay? Because it feels like you kind of, you know how you light a fuse? They're showing me lighting a fuse, but it looks like the fire's just been going real slow on the fuse. Like sputtering out. Come on, Herbalife. Maybe that's what some of y'all do. 1863 anyway. It feels like there's been a fuse, and I don't know if it's lit and then it'll like fizzle or something, but it feels like it's getting back reignited now. Period. I told y'all, wish fulfillment, 9 of Cups with the airplane that's coming in, ascension, elevation, going with the flow. This is I told y'all this dynamite. There may be something unexpectedly coming in that's going to like bring you happiness, fulfillment. That fulfillment is coming in. This is victory and success. Whatever you're doing, I feel like you finally finna get the recognition. Not that you are looking for people. You're not looking for applause. You're not looking for anybody to congratulate you. But this is that they're giving this energy of like you, child, you just doing you, and you're doing what's best for you, and as a result of that, it's getting ready to pay off in your favor. Travel. So some of you may be moving. This could be long distance travel. Some of y'all might be booking a flight. Where you got to go? Freedom, no boundaries, breaking free, things working out. If y'all, let me just tell you right now, cause ain't nobody finna play, baby. We breaking free. April 1st is our April. The whole month of April is our season of restoration, and we breaking free. Old attachments, everything. We're not gonna keep repeating the same cycles. And so for a lot of us, it feels like you're being guided to if you should have already cut your cords, and now it's like easy sailing, coasting, like moving up, elevation, ascension, going with the flow. That's in alignment with what you're supposed to be doing. Somebody finna have something. What is this, like somebody could have some unexpected travel that's coming in. Somebody's no longer putting limits on themselves either. Maybe that was the problem. Maybe that was what it was. Maybe you were putting limits on yourself, and now it's like you're removing the limits. You're removing, they just said pushing the envelope. So maybe you're like just no longer limiting yourself. What y'all said? You ain't trying to fit into anybody's box, okay? So some of you, the problem has been trying to fit inside a box, or trying to do things to make it fit for this person or that person, or this group or that group. And the Lord is, come on, 419, and the Lord is like, child, you just got to do what I've instructed you to do in the way that I've instructed you to do it. Ain't that thanks for their gifts? Hold on, let me see. Is that, no, that ain't it. Is it in this deck? We gonna see. What's the significance of 419, y'all? I don't know. That number might be important on this for somebody. But it's like you're no longer allowing yourself. You're not trying to put yourself in a box. You're not allowing anyone to put you in a box. You're not trying to do things the way that anyone else has told you to do it. You're just like, listen, this is who I am. This is what it is. And no longer trying to make it, beneficial for other people. Child, ain't nobody got time for that. You better do what you supposed to do, and then let everybody else do what they supposed to do. Like, you don't, it's like not limiting yourself, and that's what's causing increase in elevation for you this week. Because message, you're not putting limits on yourself, and you're not allowing anyone to put limits on you either. So I don't know, the number 419 may be important on this for somebody. What else? We have the 7 of Cups, dreams to reality. Yeah, come on, Lord. I'm so happy, so grateful that he showed up today. It feels like this is a blessing, y'all. With the Lord coming in, it feels like this is an unexpected blessing. And right next to that, I have the divine alignment card, because you're allowing the Lord to lead and guide you. So I'm telling you right now, some of y'all are getting ready to receive something unexpected. And this is it's like you're not going to see this coming. This is making wise decisions. It's about sitting in obedience, right? I saw something, I think that was today, where sometimes you just got to sit and be in obedience and just listen before you really start making your moves. And so because of the fact that you're allowing the Lord to lead, guide, and direct you and order your steps, it's like that's what I'm thinking 419, but it's literally the 413. Blessings. Look, which one is it? I know y'all said 4. I thought y'all said 4, but it's 413. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I think that's it. Like Philippians 4:13, like learning how strong you are. For some of you, what has happened is you've learned, like, your strength, your resilience, your determination. You've had to sit in that for a minute, especially if you've been in the wilderness season. But it feels like you're like the confusion is going away. There's more clarity that's coming in. Some of you, the voice is getting louder. We're going to talk about that later on this week, because that's one of the messages that he's given me. And so it's like, I feel like some of y'all, it's like removing the chains, removing the limits, and that's what's breaking you free, because it feels like you've been, y'all said consolidated. I don't know exactly how did I make that make sense? Not people pleasing, but you're not meant to fit in, child. You meant to stand out. Okay, you are meant to stand out. 419 is Bible verse in the same book, and God will supply all your needs in accordance to his riches, period. And so I'm telling you, he's getting you. It's like you making the right decisions, right? Instead of you trying to like figure it out yourself, you're literally being led, you're being guided. Like he's showing you which way to go. So there's no more confusion that's coming in. Whatever this choose wisely is. So some of you might have a couple of options, but I'm gonna tell you like this: pray about it before you make any decisions. Make sure you take it to Patrick God and make sure that you're making the right one. I feel like it's not really gonna be an issue though. What y'all said? Purpose driven, whatever this is that's coming in, this opportunity, because it's an opportunity. Some of you might have to travel for this. I don't know wherever this is, but there's going to be, yeah, there's something coming in, multiple opportunities, and it's because you have sacrificed. It's your obedience. Your obedience is getting ready to pay off, and maybe you couldn't see how it was going to pay off for you, but it's getting ready to pay off because you've answered the call. There's something that the Lord required you to do in order to create victory and success in your life, and it was like the catalyst. That's what this dynamite is. There was a catalyst, and some of you, within the last maybe 11 days, it could have been longer than that, there was some instruction that you followed, that you've been given, that is really, look, I can't make it up. Padre God card as soon as I cut the deck. This is a new partnership. This could be a new job. It's something. Look, I can't make it up on the cut again, y'all. The awakening. Like I'm kid you not. I was getting ready to shuffle, and 2 times I cut the deck, and now the Lord is coming through. So he said what he said, right? This is about you following the path that he has put before you. There's some instruction that you have followed, whatever he's asked you to do, whether this is just being obedient and not trying to do it yourself. Maybe you made a decision and it was what he was asking you to do. I don't know. You'll have to know, but it's something that's going to help to transform you and get you ready for this next season. It's also, as insofar as the sacrifices that you've made, the thing, some of y'all, you had to give something up. You could have traveled, you could be getting ready to, and maybe you committed to finally sacrificing something that you know is not good for you. What else? Lot of cups energy. What is this? 7, 8, 9. Now we have the 8 of cups, so this could definitely be walking away from something. And we have the telephone that came in, and I've been shuffling these cards, y'all, since all morning as I've been sitting here. So some of y'all, there's some unexpected communication coming in. I don't know, whatever this is, whatever you have sacrificed, and it feels like it also for some of y'all could be, yeah, like emotional baggage as well, because you have 7, 8, 9. So whatever you've chosen, there could have been a decision to walk away from something so that you can go and find your fulfillment, taking the necessary steps, or like you had to sacrifice something and give something up. Maybe you had, and it could have been difficult to do, but it feels like you listen. Some of y'all finna get some communication, and it may, like I said, it may require you to travel. For others of y'all, this could actually be your connection. I told you, oh, come on, spirit. Remember, I just said it feels like the Lord, like the voice is getting louder for you. So that's why there's more clarity, and you're not having as like a hard of a time understanding the decision or knowing what it is you need to do, because maybe you've been spending more time with the Lord. Maybe you've been praying more. Maybe you are focused in on listening and really understanding what it is he's calling you to do. Whatever it is, this man got praying hands. It's like it's communication. You're talking and the Lord is answering, child. That's just it. You talking and he's listening. Some of you, this could remember, oh, come on, Spirit. I just talked about the purge page, right? Like really, what, trusting? Trusting in divine communication. What you mean? What about like gifts? Hey girl, hey. Child, let me just, okay, thank y'all. Listen here, message. Okay, so message, look, just like that, message. So, and look, 15, 16 on the timer. So there's the thing. Can't nobody tell, oh, y'all said that yesterday. Can't nobody tell you how you do or do not communicate, or what you are not receiving, and the Lord is going to communicate with you in the way that he needs to, but it is two-way communication. For some of y'all, maybe there's been like a delay, or you feel like you're not hearing anything, or I think I did a message about that today, like you're not receiving communication. Oh, you're receiving it, okay? However your spirit NIMs communicate with you. And this the thing, you don't have to try to prove, or who you gonna prove it to that you're receiving divine communication, right? What y'all said, your life, the results, it's like your life, your actions are speaking for themselves. Like you don't have to try to prove, and maybe that's something that you have been trying to do, like trying to prove your journey, or trying to prove that this is what that you know what you're doing. I don't know who's questioning that. Some of y'all learn how to speak up for yourself. Baby, can't nobody tell you about your relationship with the Lord, and everybody's journey is different. Everybody doesn't communicate with God the same way. Everybody doesn't receive in the same way. So this is why it's importante to make sure that you're spending time so you can build your own means of communication with the Lord. Like, I think that some of y'all might need to spend some more time really tapping in so that you can build that relationship. I don't know. Yeah, because they hear you loud and clear, and your spirit NIMs are simply what they're doing. So some of y'all might need to speak something out loud. I don't know. Maybe you're trying to bottle stuff up, or not communicate. I don't know. But it's almost like the Lord is waiting on you to speak to him or talk to him. And when you praying, when you talking out loud, is why we had this 3-hour conversation yesterday. I be saying stuff. The Lord can hear you. He can hear you if you're not talking. But for some of y'all, look, and I'm telling y'all, it's like when you're not talking, that may be why things are not getting done. So I don't know if it's something you need to speak out loud, or I don't know. Maybe it's something you need to get off your chest with this emotional withdrawal. Maybe, I don't know if you're trying to bottle up what you're feeling, what you're thinking, but don't do that. I think that's one of the biggest problems, and I can't speak on anybody else's culture, but y'all know how I feel about this, okay? One of the biggest problems, unfortunately, and I'm speaking on the Black community because I can do that. One of our biggest problems, and this is one, thank y'all, that's why we talked about that yesterday. Y'all, we got to stop this suck it up and keep it going, and don't, like, for lack of a better word, never mind your feelings, okay? Insert cuss a word. Because I think that, because it's like that's what makes us end up having so much trauma that we have to heal from at a later time. I feel like we one of the biggest cultures where it's just like, don't, you ain't got time to cry. You got to be strong. You got to keep going. Don't talk about it. I don't care if you got to sit up and talk about your feelings all day. You better do what's necessary, because you know why we end up going through trauma loops and cycles and continuous pain, or we keep calling in the same person, because we don't get a chance, or we choose not to talk about the things that hurt us, even if it me what your feelings are, your own feelings, okay, your own spiritual. So one of the things that the Lord has been explicit with me about in this season, I say what I want to say and I feel how I want to feel, because I understand that vulnerability, come on, tapped in, is a strength and not a weakness. And so if you're one of those people who traditionally has always bottled up your feelings and not said anything, you need to deal with your, I almost said a cuss word because it was finished. You need to deal with it, okay? I'm so grateful God made me deal with my feelings and emotions. Listen, I'm telling y'all, do y'all know that I didn't even realize that I was still holding on to pain from the situation? You think you heal from something until something triggers you and you be like, man, I thought I healed from that. But then you start realizing why you didn't heal from it, because you never had an opportunity to verbalize the things that you felt about it. And for some of us, not everybody, y'all know God is my best friend. That's why I don't have a circle, right? So in this season, the Lord has had me with him as my confidant, but it made me realize how much I was still bottling up, because we have this mentality like, girl, keep it moving. Like, oh, you still feel some type of way about that? Let me just tell you something. I'm gonna feel a way as long as I need to feel it, because if I don't feel it, y'all, that's why I said this the other day on the message. Y'all just don't understand who I used to be. I was like the queen of detachment. I didn't care about nobody's feelings. I didn't. That's why I didn't do it. I was a nurse, and I was compassionate with my patients, but I wasn't empathetic like I should have been. And that's a profession that requires empathy. It's why I was like, oh, okay, because it's why I ended up in major depression for 10 years. And then I ended up losing the license. Like thank you, Lord, that you allow me to be transparent about this stuff, y'all, because that's what got me jammed up in the first place. And when the Lord told me what I'm getting ready to have to do, it made me go back to like, man, he even showed it to me in the word this morning. I was in the book of Jeremiah, and I think he was showing it to me. Let me look it up. I can't make this up, y'all. When you kick yourself, it's in like Jeremiah 29:30, somewhere over there. He had me reading. Look, I went right to it. He had me reading the book of Jeremiah today, and it was under hope for restoration. Here it is right here. Look, I have heard Israel saying, you discipline me severely like a calf that needs training for the yoke. Turn me again to you and restore me, for you alone are the Lord my God. I turned away from God, but then I was sorry. I kicked myself for my stupidity. I was thoroughly ashamed of all I did in my younger days. Baby, if you don't release this stuff that you have been holding on to, that you still are traumatized from, you will find you're gonna be in the wilderness until you admit to yourself the reasons that you're in the wilderness, what got you into the position in the first place. You not gonna get out. Why you think I had to stay for 7 years? I'm telling y'all, oh, it's been a year. No, baby, my whole last 7 years of my life was a wilderness season. So the Lord been heavy on that, because it's like, that's when we say we got to cut cords, we got to make room, we got to unpack. That's the word they just said. Unpack some stuff, child. Whatever you need to do. Unfortunately, some of us don't have the opportunity to go sit on a therapist couch. But why? But do you realize how many people, this is why mental health is disregarded in certain communities, because we're always taught to suck it up and keep it moving, suck it up and go on. And then so now you're afraid to say anything, because if you say something, somebody's gonna ridicule you. All of this is coming through, y'all, on this emotional withdrawal. Okay, all of this is coming through on this card, and it's like, no, this is what the Lord is asking you to remove. This is why you need to speak it, write it. If you can go talk to a therapist, I'm an advocate for therapy. I went to therapy at one point in life. So if you need, whoever you need to talk to if you go to church, talk to your pastor. I don't know, a counselor, whatever, but they're giving a lot of energy about letting go of baggage, so that because this is cups, 9 of cups, 7 of cups, 8 of cups, this is all emotional. So this is like releasing emotional baggage so we can move on, because there's something that's calling you. There's something, this is necessary to release this. Speak it, get it off your chest and out your spirituals so we can move on. Okay, what else? Y'all, I can't make this up. Look, I can't even, because these are face down, y'all, so I can't see these. Suffering in silence. We not doing this. Today is the day. I'm gonna say this right now. Today is the day. And you think about how many people wept on this day, right? Or how many people are weeping on this day. We're all suffering from something. I don't care what you got, who you are, you got something going on in your life. But we don't have to suffer in silence, okay? We don't have to suffer in silence. And for a lot of us, this is what's going to keep us from this victory and success, because it's clarifying this. So let this go. Also, so that you don't hold on to anger, because anger's coming through even on this dynamite card. Like, we don't want to be angry. Whatever the feelings are, the emotions are, whatever it is, this is the 9 of Swords. Anxiety. Some of you, this could be panic attacks. Maybe you suffer with anxiety, panic attacks. This could be worry. Yes, we are going through our season, but the Lord is saying, y'all know, it's like, okay, give this over to him so we can keep it moving. Okay. Winter is the next card to come out. Let me pull another one to see what's going to go with that. Y'all, I can't make this up. I literally just reached over and just pulled a card out of the middle of the deck, and it happened to be the rainbow card. So says Padre God, like, give your cares and your worries over to him. I don't know where the scripture's at, but it's talking about, like, my yoke is light, something like that. We don't have to suffer, and we have abundance that's on the other side of this, and we would receive it. I'm not gonna hold on to it. Some of you may, I don't know, maybe something that could have transpired for you over the winter time, or something within the last 4 to 9 months. Okay, so, but this is like, we letting this go. This is, I feel like this could actually be like the last 9 to 12 months, for real. Like, we letting this go. No more suffering in silence. Speak up, ask for help if you need it, from wherever you need to get that from, because we got big things to do coming up. Okay, and that's just that on that. Ace of Cups. What you need to get out your spirituals. My cup runneth over. I hope you know that your cup is finna run over in April. Can y'all just say that in the chat? My cup runneth over. I'm not living the same season. I'm done with all of this. This is all cups energy that's coming out. This is all emotional. Okay, my cup is running over. So this is replenishment. Once we release all of this, this is actually clarifying the 9 of Cups, y'all. So something is getting ready to come in and restore your spirituals. This is a wish. This is a wish being granted. This could be a life of luxury, abundance, happiness, overflow, joy, prosperity. The rainbow is right here next to it with the wish granted, the fulfillment of wishes. Like, the Lord is getting ready. This is a season of restoration, and we receive it. This is a season of restoration, and we need, when you leave out this message today, if you got to come back and watch it, come back and watch it. Okay, because we are not, and I received this myself. Whatever you need to purge and release, let that go today. We're not taking this into April. For some of us, the reason that you felt like maybe March was a little hard, you could have been expecting a blessing and it didn't show up. But it's like, listen, we got to get rid of all this extra stuff. We're not taking none of this into this new season, y'all, because we're in a season of overflow. Drop that in the chat. I'm in a season of overflow. This is my season of restoration. This is my season of wish fulfillment. This is my season of the Lord giving me everything I want, deserve, and desire. And y'all know, I be like, I think it's in the Bible, speak those things that are not as though they are. I just started saying, babe, I'm gonna speak those things that are not until they are. Until it happens. Every day I'm thanking the Lord for the new car that I'm getting, my degree that I'm finna get. I'm not worried about time. I'm not worried about how long it's gonna take me to get there, because what else you got to do but create success and opportunity and victory in your life? What else are you striving to do besides build that business? What else are you striving striving to do besides have positive relationships? Like whatever it is that you're focused on and you're working on, that make that your focus for the entire month of April. I'm gonna think about it tonight, and I'm gonna see what the challenge is gonna be for the next 30 days. I don't know if it's writing a scripture. I don't know. Whatever you do, whatever you need to do. For me, it's me just continuing. I had to ask the Lord. I was like, well, Daddy, you know, you told me to do the horoscopes every day for the month of March. So I did that, right? So now I was like, well, do you want me to continue that? He was like, yep, continue to be a source of inspiration and motivation for whoever needs to receive it. So what do you need to do in your life every single day that you're not going to quit, you're not going to stop, it's going to keep you consistent with what the Lord is asking you to do? Is it speaking something over your life? Is it prayer? Y'all think I'm playing? I literally have alarms set. For me, one of the big things for the month of April is prayer. Y'all, I have alarms set for 6:33 a.m., 12:12 p.m., and 4:26 p.m. where I'm literally praying 3 times a day, because for me, it's my connection is so important, because I still need the Lord to strengthen me in this time as I'm stepping into this new season, right? Into my overflow. So what is it that you're going to commit to in this season that you like, I'm going to do this no matter what? What are you going to commit to that's going to help, is in alignment with your assignment, in alignment with what it is that you're trying to accomplish, and in alignment with this Ace of Cups, this new beginning, prosperity, this wish being granted, okay? What else? Look, we got the suffering in silence, the worry beads. This is worry, fear, anxiety. What I said? For some of y'all, don't be worried about that's why y'all said, don't be worried about the amount of time that it's going to take. You can't worry about how much time it's going to take. What else do you have to do but become successful? Come on, strength and the cabinet. Look, power. What else do you have to do but become successful? Work on your dreams. What else do you have to do but work on yourself and create abundance in your life? Because we can't, you're not going to stop. I said this, was I saying it? I think I said it Friday. Y'all, ain't nothing backwards for me. I got to be strength. This is the strength card. I got to keep moving forward because there's nothing behind me. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing to run back to. Like, there's nothing behind me. And so you have to look at it and say, okay, well, if the Lord has already transitioned me, or if he's in the process of transitioning me, there's nothing behind me. And do you want to go back to it anyway? We don't want to go backwards. This talks about detached, remote, secluded, going within, separated, divide, disconnected. Told y'all, some of y'all the Lord is waiting on it's like connection. Maybe, again, I don't know if you're not speaking or not talking, or maybe you feel like he's not answering. I don't know. That's different for everybody. I've gone through that season, and it's still times where it's just like, okay, Lord, are you hearing what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I've also learned that when he's not speaking, when he's not saying anything, that doesn't mean that things are not happening. And the example that I have for that, y'all, is I was like, y'all know I spend a lot of time where I'm just sitting and receiving versus trying to just be on the go. And so I spend a lot of time where I'm literally, there's just like this man right here, just sitting, okay? Just sitting and receiving and waiting on instructions. Some of y'all need to be in expectation of instructions. Don't think that you're going to get them. Know that the Lord is going to lead, guide, and direct you. Know that he's going to give you the answers that you needed. I had no idea until a week ago that I was going to be going back to school, y'all. No clue. I had no idea why the Lord told me to come to the specific place where he had me come a couple weeks ago. And then I came for a couple days, and then I left. Come on, $41.99. And then he was like, nope, go back. I had no idea why he wanted me to come to this place where he has me now, until last week. Literally, y'all, let me tell y'all how serious, how I just can't even make this up. I was in San Diego on Thursday, right? On Thursday night, I was like, okay, or Wednesday night, I was like, I gotta go. I was supposed to see my daughter on Friday morning. I had to call her and tell her, I got to come through on Thursday. I got to go. The Lord told me I got to get back where I'm supposed to be. I told y'all, I left San Diego with $0, no food, no money, no nothing, y'all, nothing. I had a quarter tank, I'm a little under half a tank of gas, and I say, Lord, you told me to go, so I know I'm finna go. And so I was like, Lord, you said I'm gonna make it. He was like, you gonna make it. And the whole time I'm driving, and I'm just like, Daddy, this don't even make sense. Listen at the ancestors them cutting up. Y'all hear him, they is cutting up. I'm like, the whole time I'm driving, I told y'all, I was like, Daddy, this don't even make no sense. He told me, don't you go get them food stamps back. Nope, don't you do that. Don't you do any of those things. I was like, Daddy, how am I even make it? How am I even make it? He was like, don't worry about it. Just get to the place where I told you to go. Y'all, right hand to the Lord, this happened. So that was Thursday. So I get here Thursday. As soon as I parked, a notification came through on my phone that set something in motion, and literally within one day, it's like, okay, now you going to school. What, Lord? Huh? Where did it? Okay, Lord. How you go? I don't know. How you going? I don't know. Y'all think I be playing, man. When I tell y'all I don't be having no idea, I just be like, Lord, you say go back to school. Okay. Yeah, y'all, like, I don't be knowing. I don't make plans. Nothing. The Lord said, this what you need to do. This is it. Go that way. Okay. I don't know nothing else. All I know was Thursday I had to get to where he told me to be. So I'm telling you right now, it literally, as crazy as it sounds, and I told y'all, people be looking at me and be like, think I be moving impulsive. No, I don't. I just move when the Lord tells me to move, and I don't have nothing figured out. Y'all, this is just a true story. I don't be knowing where the food gonna come from. I don't know nothing, y'all. I just be like, the Lord gonna figure it out. I'm like, I had to talk with the Lord last night. I was like, well, Daddy, you know, now that you done told me, because I have an idea that I'm gonna kind of be situated for a second. I'm like, well, do I go back to work? Like, how am I gonna support myself? And I'm still fighting with this, y'all. True story. Because again, I'm transparent about this because I need y'all to be able to see the journey from start to finish. Some of y'all have been with me from the very start. Whatever point you came into this journey that I'm on, at every point I've been like, this what the Lord got me doing now. This what's next. This is what I got going on. It's just like, okay, I don't know. The Lord said go to school. Okay, Lord. And now I'm on the internet and I'm like, how long is this going to take me, y'all? So hopefully by the time I'm 50, that's why I said, baby, I'm not no 17-year-old college student again, but I'm going back to college for the third time. Message. You know what I'm saying? So you never know, but if it's in alignment with the Lord's will for your life and the purpose that he has for you, then he's like, okay, but you're going to have to follow. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Are you going to go do what I asked you to do? That's it, y'all. So I can't make it up. I cannot. Judgment, second chances, restoration. The truth is the truth.com. Y'all, I can't make this up. This is what I be talking about. I'm listen, message. Okay. Clarified by decision time, the forked road. Are you going to follow? Are you going to travel the road that I'm putting before you? No, it's not going to be easy. Yes, you're going to have to commit. Yes, it's going to require sacrifice from you. We talked about that. Yes, it's going to be difficult. No, it's not. No one said it was going to be easy for you to travel this path. He never said that to me. From the time in 2022 when the Lord said, come follow me and I'm going to show you a better way, he ain't never guaranteed me that I wasn't going to go through troubles, trials, challenges. He ain't never said I wasn't gonna have to deal with stuff. Now I told Padre God, I say, well, Daddy, hear me well. I ain't mad, but can it get just a slight bit easier? I said this to the Lord last night. I say, Daddy, I say, because again, transparency, right? I say, Lord, I need something to shake. I say, I'm still trying to get out of my current situation, still trying to figure, like, wait on you to get me out of that. Now I'm trying to figure, okay, let me go find a job. Okay, now I got to start school. Okay, I can't be, then I'm trying to build a ministry that he told me that he created. He's like, nope, we gonna call this, hold on, daddy. Time out. I say, this a lot. And so, but I said to the Lord last night, y'all, I be so grateful because as he's putting me on this new path and this new journey, I said to him, I say, Lord, you know, back in the gap, I had the reason, like, I would turn to drugs or alcohol or toxic relationships, whatever, in order to be a vice to get me through these challenging times. And in this season of life, I'm not doing any of that. So it always ends with gratitude for me, y'all, for second chances and restoration. I had to just be grateful because I was just like, man, daddy, because now the Lord is my vice. Now he is the one who, like, when I need something, oh my gosh, I need to be replenished. I need to know something. I need something. My spirit ain't right. I need something. I turn to him and he provides what I need. Like, he replenishes me. He refreshes me. He renews my strength so that I can keep going. He renews my strength. He's like, you got the power to do this. You're going to be able to do it. I don't even feel like I'm doing it on my strength, y'all. Everything that's happening in my life is because of the Lord. There is nothing that I have done except sit down and be obedient. And when he tells me to do something, I just be like, okay, how's this going? I don't know, Dad. I have no answers for anything. I be like, Daddy, help. Because I told him last night, you're going to have to give me strength for me to get through this next part. School is not a problem. I've always gotten through school with no problem. But at the same time, I know that, like, I'm dealing with a lot. It is the same with y'all. You may be going through multiple things. It's one of those moments where you feel like everything is like there's too much going on. It's like orchestrated chaos. But the Lord is like, listen, I'm gonna get you through it. Just focus on this one thing. Focus when you ask for a step and the Lord gives it to you, it's just like, okay. And then he's like, focus on this step. And so that's all I can do in this season, y'all, is focus on one step at a time. So I encourage you to focus on one step at a time. A lot of you are coming out of this season of isolation. You're coming out of this season where you are constantly worried, and it's like the Lord say, I already said give it over to me. And so that's what we're going to do, y'all. We're going to give it over to him and allow him to just do what he said he's going to do. So that's it, y'all. That's it. Second chances, the judgment card, right? This is they just said this is the moment of truth. Direction changes. Okay, this is the moment of truth. Which path are you going to walk? Are you going to walk the path of obedience, or are we going to continue to try to do it ourselves? Right? I just ain't got time. Options. This is also speaking to this Seven of Cups as well. Free will, choice, opportunity, alternatives, multiple choices. This is speaking to this Seven of Cups. Telling you right now, you're going to have a couple of options to choose, but it's all about which one is going to call to you the most. What is in alignment for what it is that you want in your life right now? Okay, so final words of guidance. Let's get some angel numbers and see what's happening. And that's it, y'all. So some of you, this is like, it's decision time. How are you stepping into April? Are you stepping in with new energy? 1616, the Tower. Okay. Get to school, get to learning. Child, listen, what? OMG, right? No, not just the school of life. Like, actually, I can't even believe it. I know, I can't even believe it, y'all. School. Anyway, I'm back. So 1616, this is the Tower, y'all. Life-changing events. Told y'all, orchestrated chaos. Didn't I just say orchestrated chaos? It may seem chaotic. It may seem like it's not making sense. But the Lord is always, he knows what he's doing. And all I can do is just continue to trust in him and let him say, okay, look, it seems like it's crazy. The decisions don't seem like they make sense, but he's orchestrating it. So it's all going to come out in the wash, okay? Breaking ancestral karma. For some of you, of course, that may be what you're going through, but it just feels like there may be a series of fortunate events. Maybe I need to rename it that. A series of fortunate events, but it's going to require obedience. But then whatever this change is, whatever, I don't know, this could be a phone call. This could be, how do I say that? it was the choice for me of staying. Oh, come on, Lord, I just received that. It was the choice for me of, I could have stayed in San Diego and went to school, or I could have stayed here. Because true story, y'all, that's what I thought. I thought that the Lord was sending me when I was going to San Diego. He told me, because I can talk about it now. When I was going to San Diego the other day, he told me, he was like, you going back to school? And I was like, what? So remember, I told y'all last week, I was like, the Lord gave me my marching orders. Look, Judgment Energy 2020 at the bottom of the deck. Can't make it up, y'all. This is a test of faith. You're gaining understanding. Shine bright like a diamond. Can't make it up. So last week when he told me I was going to school, I was like, okay, Lord, that's what's up. So I was like, that's fine. So I got to San Diego and I applied for school while I was in San Diego. Thought that I was going to school in San Diego, y'all. So I applied over the weekend, but by Monday, I knew, I was like, I'm not staying here. And the Lord was like, you right, you not. You was just here to get the ball rolling. And so I was like, okay. So literally before Monday came, child, I had my financial aid done. I had applied to a couple places. Like I had all of that done before Monday. And then the Lord was like, you're not staying here. You got to go back up the street. And I was like, okay, Lord, like, here we go. So needless to say, the Lord gave me a choice, right? Come on, God. He gave me a choice, y'all. And he said, you can either stay in San Diego, which would have been cool, you know what I'm saying? But it just didn't feel like the right place to be. It almost felt like it was a trick question. Like, look at this with this person with their fingers crossed behind their back. It almost felt like it was a trick question, like, you can stay if you want to, but I was just like, this feels like a trick. This feels like a trap. And I was like, nope, I got to go. So he gave me that option. And so on Thursday, I say, well, this ain't the first time that I done just upped and left, didn't have nothing, food, water, gas, money, nothing. Just like, you know what? I got the Lord. I got my faith. And that's enough. Come on, 1919. Hey, Ma. And so I left. And I was just like, okay, Lord, well, so people be talking about crazy faith. But then as soon as I got back, y'all, the Lord was like, you made the right decision. And then boom, something just opened up for me. The path that he had already instructed me that I was taking away out of no way, right? The rivers in the dry wasteland, when we talk about him providing a way in the wilderness, y'all, that's what he did. Because the whole ride here, I'm like, how is this even gonna work out? Like, come on, Texas. Hey, y'all. I'm like, hey, Ma. I was like, hey, how is this even gonna happen? And then literally I got here and it was like this. And I was like, okay, so that gives me pay. I was like, okay, well, one step, next step. All right. So now I just sit and wait and be like, okay, Lord, what's next? I started applying for jobs. I ain't got no problem going to work. I was like, like I told y'all on Friday, and I use this as hopefully this is a source of inspiration for you. First of all, you never too old to get nothing done. Second of all, you can do it if you say you can do it. Third of all, what else do you have to do besides create success in your life and have the things that you truly want? And so I was just like, well, all they do it. Like, what else do I have to do? The only thing I say, well, Lord, I just want to be able to still come on here and talk to people and encourage y'all and be like, y'all, look, this what's going on. Because I told y'all, can't nobody stop what the Lord, we passed that point. Can't nobody stop what the Lord is doing in your life and what he has for you. And so that's what he continues. Like, can't nobody stop these blessings. Can't nobody out God. That's just it. There's nobody that can out God. So that's why he's like, just let me lead. Just, let me do what I said I'm going to do. And sure enough, he shows up and he does it. So enlightenment, spiritual maturity, do what makes you happy. This is a season where I think it was today, I saw a message from Tabitha Brown, and she was like, this is your you season. And I told my kids that I was going back to school, and they were just like, wow, Mama, that's so, you know what I'm saying? They were so excited for me, because it's just like, if you don't go after your dreams, how else? I don't want to leave here feeling unfulfilled. I don't want to leave and go become a spirit nymph and feel like there was still things left undone that I didn't have time to do. So I'm gonna make the best of my time here. I'm gonna make the best of my time and what the time that the Lord has given me, and set out to accomplish everything that He's put before me and get as much done as I can while I'm here. So make that a priority. Whatever your next step is, as we're stepping into the month of March, y'all, make it a priority to take a step, right? If it's building a business, that's the other thing. I was like, Lord, I know you have me building these businesses, but I need somewhere to be stable. I need somewhere, like, y'all, I don't have a P.O. box. I don't have an address. I don't have anything. So when I be praying for stuff, I'm like, Dad, I need to put down roots somewhere, at least for a little while. You know what I'm saying? So that I can finally start to rebuild stability in my life. Come on, Genesis 12, 1-3. Told y'all, when I start getting that card and that number, I know it's time for a shift. And so he was like, okay. So the choice was go back to San Diego and be there, but I wasn't happy there. He was like, or go to the land that I will show you. Okay, and I will make you a great nation. So I was like, okay, well, I'm out. So I left, and that's it. So anyway, that's the word. Lord, I hope this helps somebody. It's just about, y'all, the Lord will put the decision before us, but He can't make us take the step, and He's not gonna force you to take it either. It's up to you. Come on, 66. It's up to you if you're gonna take the step and do what He's asking you to do, especially if you've been praying for it. Okay, when He gives us God, He'll give us the answer. It's simply about, are you gonna receive the answer when He gives it to you, and what you gonna do with it, right? What you gonna do with it when He gives you the answer? He's like, this is the path, but it's up to you to choose it, and it's up to you to walk it. Okay, that's it. Lord, I hope this helps somebody. What else? That was it. Yeah, child, spirit them, they've been on it, and my mom and them really just they've been encouraging me, and just like, you can do this, you got it, like, we right here with you. Your angels gonna be showing up, letting you know, tapping in, y'all, just letting you know, like, we're here, and we really are walking this walk with you. So a lot of us, we have been in this isolation season, but I tell y'all, the Lord been heavy on letting me know that the right connections, the right people, the right resources, the right opportunities are coming. Especially for a lot of us, there's been a lot of no's, right? There's been a lot of no's, but this is our yes season. This is where, because we're in alignment with the assignment, with what the Lord is asking us to do, this is our yes season. And I received that, because it was a lot of no's. It took a lot of no's to get to this point, but I was just like, I'm expecting yeses from now on, from here on out, right? I'm expecting yeses. So that's just it, y'all. That's it. So I'm excited. Round 3, going to college. It's just like, how do you learn how to run a business? You go learn about business, right? How do you learn how to run a business? You got to go learn about it. I saw something the other day where Shaq was talking about when he would go into these meetings to do the do deals, that everybody would speak to him and be like, hey, Shaq, but then they would look past him and start looking at, like, his lawyers and the people who he was with. They would overlook him because they didn't think that he knew what, like, to do the deal. And then he said, so I tell you what, he was like, so I went and paid for 20 people, like, for me and 20 of my friends to get master's degrees. I say, that's what I'm talking about. Right? And so because you're not gonna overlook me, you're not gonna feel like I don't know what I'm doing, and if I don't know something, I know how to go find the resources in order to know what I need to know. So I was like, that's inspiration. That was a word. So he paid for him and 20 of his friends to get master's degrees, so that people would not keep trying to overlook him in business deals, because he knew. But unfortunately, people don't respect you without some kind of degree, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, they feel like, and it doesn't mean you know anymore. If you have a degree, it's simply a piece of paper. Whoever gonna see it? Ain't nobody gonna see it. If he didn't talk about it, I never knew Shaq had a master's degree. All you know is basketball, but he's a businessman, right? He has multiple businesses, like most of them do. So anyway, I don't know, but I was like, okay, motivation. I was like, go learn what you need to learn. So here I go. New journey, y'all. So that's it. That's all I got. Lord, I hope this helps somebody, y'all. Hydrate your soul and things. Drink your water. Say your gratitude. That's it, y'all. Y'all have a fantastic and amazing rest of your Sunday. We will be back in the morning. Of course, we are almost done with the book of Numbers. We're getting ready to hop into Deuteronomy. That should be this week. So we will be back. I will tell y'all, just kind of as an FYI, I may be having to change my timing. Because when I start school, my classes, of course, I have to prioritize that. So I may be backing the time up and starting the message earlier in the mornings. I may have to go at like 6 or 6:30, just because California traffic is cray, and I'm gonna have to make sure that I'm in class for the things that I'm not taking online. So that's it, y'all. So there's my new adventure. Then the next part in the ToShae Chronicles. I feel like y'all, it'd be like a whole adventure over here. I kid you not. So thank y'all. Y'all send up a prayer for me in advance, child, because OMG. Anyway, that's it. I will see y'all in the morning, 7:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Y'all make sure y'all like the live, share the love, and I will see y'all in the morning. Okay, love y'all in real life. Bye, y'all.